This discourse is super delicious. It all started with someone saying that Eddie Gordo won't be on Tekken 8, and because of that, the creators are racist and don't care about black characters or dark-skinned people. Leroy and Raven are literally there, said the community notes, and Harada-san in the next part, the director of the Tekken franchise. But then someone replied by talking about how Tekken hasn't had black characters for 30 years. It looks like someone hasn't done their research. Harada-san replied something along the lines of, "Do your research, moron!" Then the person is like, "Oh, you did? Good on you, I guess." What do you mean good on him? He did exactly as you told him for decades, and not even a thank you for decades of hard work? I love how Harada-san implies that there are fridges that are smarter than these people. Honestly, I wouldn't blame him for thinking that way. Maybe these representation beggars should stop begging when they are already represented, but you didn't do the basic research to find out. I do want to talk about this article that Harada-san's critic cited. It talks about how representation matters and why it's still not enough. It's still not enough because people keep treating representation as a crucial step towards wellness. Granted, it does feel good. When I saw the Indonesian fighters in John Wick 3, I felt chills. I still remember hearing people gasp when they spoke Indonesian. They were on the raid, guys, come on. It feels amazing to be seen and recognized on the big screen, but it doesn't solve my low self-esteem and existential crisis. Representation feels good, but it is no cure for your crippling mental health. They want to save future generations from feeling underrepresented and misunderstood, and increase people's self-esteem and wellness. A lot of people suffer from crippling mental health, but fiction is never a substitute for genuine help, and it is especially no substitute for teaching and parenting. And that's the first hoopla for today. Before we get into the next hoopla, this video is brought to you by all these wonderful people. You guys are fantastic. If you want to see your names among these legends, then check out the links down below. Just $1 and you have supported this channel immensely. Seriously, thank you so much. Speaking of sponsors, online content creators face numerous challenges and deserve to be compensated for their work, particularly the many artists who create incredible art. Some artists struggle worse than others. No, seriously, I don't understand why this concept is surprising to some people, but if you want someone to draw something for you, you have to pay for them. It's not that hard of a concept, right? Apparently not for this person. This person requested a commission from this artist. The artist asked for payment methods, but the person misunderstood and said, "Oh, no need to pay me, I insist." The artist clarified that they must pay to them, but they said, "I'll just pass on the whole thing then." I have to give them credit. At least they're not choosing beggars. They realized they had to pay for art and simply left, rather than making excuses for why they didn't have to pay for other people's work. Kudos to whoever this is. Now keep on stepping and hopefully go back with some cash. It is disheartening to be a content creator like an artist online and not see your numbers go up. In fact, the concept of numbers as a whole could be traumatizing to some people, which is perfectly understandable. I went through math classes after all. What I'm saying is that numbers can be traumatizing. That's Black Ops 1 in a nutshell, actually. But at least Black Ops 1 makes sense. Tabletop gaming is fun, but apparently it can be traumatizing. Why? Because the dice have numbers. Wait, what?
Trauma-free dice do not evoke a sense of failure.
But that's why games are fun. You can fail. If there's no chance to fail, then it'd be a boring game, wouldn't it?
The lack of capitalistic numbers conveys side equity.
How about you make your own comfort story? It seems like that's what you're looking for.
After rolling, the PC informs the storyteller what they feel like the numbers should be.
That is a terrible idea. Anyone would pick the highest number that would benefit them. The storyteller can also be unfair by making the story against the player. For that matter, how the hell can numbers on a dice be traumatizing? Is it because people are unable to accept the possibility of failure? That's how people grow, but I guess people don't want to grow in the current year. Growing is something that people must do in order to survive the current year. That can only be done by acknowledging your flaws and dealing with them. For example, if you're a restaurant, you gotta deal with the health inspectors. Wow, this is a garbage take. So this guy points out the health inspector agent and said that this is the face of a scumbag. That's not very nice. What did she do to you? Apparently, she ruined breakfast because she did an unannounced inspection. God forbid customers are eating in healthy establishments. Why is she the one that's wrong with America?
Let the customers freely choose which restaurants meet their health standards.
Yeah, it's not like customers can check the kitchen and make sure it's sanitary or something.
Not some communist like this evil woman.
I missed the part where communism is keeping a place healthy. I love how people told him if the government didn't expect, who would? He told people to get your head examined. No, you. Get your head examined. The worst part is when an account criticized him, he immediately asked, what is your name? Like some Karen. What's your name so I can ruin your livelihood? Just saying. Not very nice. You know what's not very nice either? A game company gives you features to use, but punishes you for using them. Game of the Year Baldur's Gate 3 gets people banned for adult content. Wait, what? The game itself has adult content. How can it get people banned? It turns out these players are recording and sharing adult game content on Xbox. Wait, what? Xbox allows adult games, but no recording? How does that make any sense? Even worse, the banned user, Daddy Vegas, didn't intend to post the recordings on social media. The recordings are privately stored in his account, but Xbox bans them because he saved them online to his Xbox account. This reminds me of when I save 18+ photos on Google Drive and they just banned them. Well, I guess this person needs to reload the save and invest in some capture cards. The Xbox works out of the box, but the PlayStation has HDCP settings that must be turned off. So keep that in mind while you're recording your games. Assuming you got some of the PS5.
One game, I don't know why.
Speaking of the PS5, do you know how much it would suck if you bought the PS5 disc version and you didn't see any disc anywhere? Whew, the all-digital dystopia is here. No one buys physical media anymore, so Best Buy is removing it. Everyone has moved to streaming, where movies are easier to watch, but you must follow their rules. Let's avoid Blu-rays altogether. And you wonder why I keep on shilling piracy and the R-Piracy megathread. I don't download movies or TV shows anymore. I just watch them on the many 7C streaming channels. They are, thankfully, like Hydras. Cut off one and 10 shall take its place. You cannot find a better media preservation community than pirates. And even so, Blu-rays remain the best high-definition media. Blu-ray still excels in 4K. Streaming is fine if you don't really care about the highest quality and all you want is to sit back and watch, which is unfortunate for streaming services that remove shows from their service. At least pirate channels still have them. All the pirate channels allow you to enjoy all sorts of media, ranging from anime, manga, comic books, video games, etc. But why are you still consuming them? Are you a child? I have no idea what this person's problem is. It all starts with Link and Zelda praying.
Both are fictional characters. Enjoy wasting time with video game characters.
Sure, we will. What do you mean by that?
Grow up. At a certain point, you need to put video games and fictional stories behind.
Okay, but why though? They are still fun, and fun things make us happy.
I'm sorry if you haven't gone to that point yet.
You feel sorry for us? I feel sorry for you. How terrible that you can't enjoy fictional characters.
All those were nice and fun when I was a child.
They are still fun now, even for adults. Why do we need to grow from this?
While you're wasting your time playing games, society is starting to all around us.
What do you want us to do? Stop gaming? Help society? I've been working all day. We want a break. But no, all of you must grow up. Yeah, up yours, douchebag. Don't worry, we don't need to grow up by not liking video games or anime and pretending to be grown-ups. What we do need to do is to understand a simple principle of fiction. Tropes are tools. What is the worst trope in anime? Old girls that look like kids? They exist in real life. Dumb MC. You chose Luffy as a bad example. Pervert. Mineta is constantly punished for it. Love triangle. Oregairu is meant to be more realistic and that's why it is annoying. Power of friendship. It's not a bad trope in general, but Fairy Tail did overdo it, so I'll give you that. Inner demon. Nothing wrong with that, although I'm not familiar with how Asta from Black Clover did it. Fan service girls. Of course Fire Force is your example. And finally, tsundere. Toradora is great and Taika is a good tsundere, so pick better examples. Ultimately, none of them are really bad. If you're a writer, remember, tropes are tools. They can be done well or they can be done badly. There are perverts that people love. The same goes for the rest of these tropes. It's how you write them and handle them that matters. So don't get discouraged for using these and keep on writing. And that's all for the video today. If you like this video, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe for more. Check out my APB Show channel, link down below. Go subscribe. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time.